After 3 days without food, something finally took the bait. It was stronger than he expected. If the line broke now, they would go home with nothing. Earlier, the food had almost run out. There was not enough for another full day. There was only one option left. The river was far away. At minus 70 degrees Celsius, stepping outside was already a survival decision. Then they left the only warm place they had. The river was far away, and the cold was only getting worse. The farther they went, the colder it became. Then the trail disappeared. Then the trail disappeared. The trail was gone. But the dogs still knew where to go. Something beneath the snow had changed the shape of the ground. It was an old trail marker. The river was closer than he thought.
The land began to fall away beneath the snow.
After hours in the whiteout, they finally found the river. Finding the river was only the beginning. The river was frozen, but he was not taking any chances. The river was much wider than it had looked from the shore. Then they heard something beneath the ice. For a moment, they simply waited. Finally, he found the place marked on the old map. Now came the hardest part. The ice was thicker than he had expected. After all that work, he was still nowhere near the water. He had already come too far to turn back. Finally, they reached the water. Now he had one chance to make the bait count. Below the ice, the water was completely dark. Then all they could do was wait. 10 minutes passed, and nothing happened. The cold was already trying to close the hole. He had to keep the water open. Then the dog heard something first. Maybe it was nothing. Then the line pulled again. This time, it was not a false alarm. One mistake, and the line could be gone. Slowly, something began moving upward. Then, something flashed beneath the surface. It was getting closer. But the hardest part was still ahead. After days without fresh food, this was the moment he had been waiting for. After days of waiting, he finally had it. After days of searching, they finally had food. But catching the fish was only half the journey. The fish was finally secured, but home was still far away. Then the storm returned. Stopping in this cold was not an option. After what felt like hours, the land finally appeared. Then he saw it. They had made it back. After days of cold, they finally had something to eat. Every bite would mean something tonight. After everything they had been through, it was worth the journey.
Tonight, they made it back. But the Arctic is never finished with you. If you want to see where the next journey begins, subscribe.